Hello there, this is Maurice Calhoun, the Hope Dealer.
Don't you give up your faith. One day you'll see his face. Walk those streets of gold in the homeland of the soul. If you live right,
Heaven
yes, it
belongs to you.
Anybody gonna live right?
Heaven belongs to you.
Can't give up your fight.
Heaven belongs to you. Oh, heaven belongs to you.
Stay on the Lord's side.
Heaven belongs to you.
If the word always abides.
Heaven belongs to you.
Gotta be saved and sanctified.
Heaven belongs to you.
God said it.
Oh, heaven belongs to you.
Come on, let's go. It belongs to you. It belongs to you. It belongs to you. It belongs to you. Heaven belongs to you. Lord, I gotta hold you. I gotta stay still. Keep going on. Heaven belongs. If you keep the faith,
Yeah.
don't give up your race. One day you'll see it. It belongs to you. I'm gonna hold to the plow. Can't give up now. I gotta make it somehow. It belongs to you.
Belongs to you.
Oh,
Heaven belongs to you. Oh, yeah. Oh, heaven belongs to you. So, again, this is Maurice Calhoun, the Hope Dealer. And I got to finish The Cave. I haven't been able to finish it yet, but I'm going to finish it soon. But today, I needed to deal with, again, wounded men. So this is a continuation of the pregnant pain of a man. Now I want to deal on this subject called Three Men, but One Law. I want to deal with Zechariah the prophet, who was wounded at the house of some friends. And I want to deal with Zechariah, the husband of Elizabeth. And I want to deal with Joseph, the husband of Mary. Firstly, dealing with Zechariah, the husband of Elizabeth. He was a very faithful man, an honorable man, a preacher, a good husband, a praying husband, covered his wife, but he was dealing with a pregnant pain. A pregnant pain in silence because he had no offspring. That was a marker of a man, his offspring, his ability to produce. Us men have some ego problems in that we tie our ability to produce to our self-definition, our self-esteem, and our self-realization. Our ability to produce. Also, our modern men, we tie our self-esteem, our self-realization, our self-definition to our ability in the sexual department too, which is related to the ability to produce. It's a very deep pain. It's a pain that a lot of men can't deal with. It causes depression in modern day men. It causes silence in modern day men. when typically those problems are from the perspective of that you need a checkup from the neck up, not from the pants level down. There's a whole word in that, what I just said. So Zechariah had this pregnant pain of silence because he had no offspring. But he kept praying, but he did not believe. So when his wife had the divine revelation and a divine fax from Gabriel that she was going to be with child, Zechariah doubted it. He asked for a sign. Gabriel gave him a sign, but he still doubted. After all this prayer and waiting in silence, he gets a divine fax, a divine email, a divine Word document sent through Gmail. But he still did not believe. So his reward, or whatever you want to call it, punishment or whatever, was silence. He was muted and he was deaf during the 9-month pregnancy. He could not name the child. The child was named John. And then, and only then, was he able to preach again. So the lesson here is that God sometimes prepares you for what to say in the silence. Sometimes a man just needs to shut up. Either God shuts you up or you shut up in your cave. You can only learn by not talking. His cave was silence during this pregnancy, during this miracle. So it was his wife who testified to Mary that, hey, what happened to me is going to happen to you. It's going to happen to you. Well, Mary told her husband that I received a divine email. I received a divine facsimile that I am with child. Well, that produced another pregnant pain in a man. Because Joseph knew that he hadn't touched his wife. He knew he hadn't produced, if you will. He knew that people would start talking. Because he had a rep to maintain. He was troubled in his cave of another cave of silence. But then God told him. The angel said, Son of David, everything all right in my Father's house. So don't worry about it. You're mine, Son of David. So everything is all right. In this cave, do not be afraid of what people are going to say. Do not be afraid of the reputation. Do not afraid of them calling your wife a she's just out there slinging it. Do not be afraid of this rep, because what's been produced is for the glory of God. I'm not going to remove this pregnancy, and you're going to take her up as your wife in your cave. So he's battling between his spirit man and his fleshly man. And that's one of the battles that produces the pregnant pain of men. We have a calling on our lives. Remember, the cave reminds us of our anointing, our calling, and our community. But we're always dealing with that battle between the spirit man and the fleshly man. The fleshly man wants to produce. The fleshly man, we're defined by our sexuality. At least that's what society has made us define ourselves as. But even in that department, it's really a checkup from the neck up. Because your confidence is in your heart and up here, not down there. So we dealt with Zachariah, the husband of Elizabeth, in his cave of silence. We dealt with Joseph in his cave of silence and doubt and shame. But it was Elizabeth talking with Mary that confirmed the birth of Jesus Christ. Well, then we deal with the other Zachariah, the preacher. Young boy went up to the preacher and said, "Where did you get those wounds in your hands?" And he said, "I got them at the house of my friends." That's the other pregnant pain of a man, when we get hurt by the people we love. Old Timothy was one of Jesus's boys, but he needed to see Jesus's wounds to believe what happened in glory. Oh, at that table, Jesus said, "Let this cup pass from me." Oh, Jesus on the cross between those two thieves. "Father, Father, why hast thou forsaken me?" I did all this stuff for these people. Why? I was wounded at the house of my friends. So we got 3 wounded men, but one law. And the law is, man, I knew you from a long time back. I made you a man. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That's what defines your manhood. I need you to be brave. David didn't find his real wife until after the cave. David had done a whole lot of stuff trying to prove his manhood. But then in the 37th Psalm, I was once young, but now I'm old. But I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. When the doctor came into my room on January 5th to say, "Mr. Calvin, you're about to be discharged today," I said, "Wait a minute. You told me I coded in this hospital. You told me I got a severe infection of the bone marrow. How are you telling me I'm going to be discharged today?" He said, "I've never seen somebody walk out of this hospital alive with the type of infection that you had in your bloodstream." in the bone marrow. And I said, sir, Dr. Diamond, you used a great word. Same word as David did. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. Oh, that's what a man is. Martin Luther King said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but is where he stands in moments of conflict and controversy. It was when David went to Keilah to save the people. They snitched on him, but he didn't retaliate because he was above that. When his lands were burned, he went and got his people. He went and got those young girls who were fighting in the McDonald's. He went and got those young girls who were displaying their body parts on Facebook. He went and got those young girls who were being trafficked in Norcross, Georgia. He went and got those young men who were sleeping up in hotels in Duluth. He went and got those YNs who killed the little girl in Piedmont Park. He went and got them. That's what we need from our men today. So I conclude, 3 men, 3 wounded men